What's up, POA fam? Today I want to take you through one of my favorite lower body movements that I have been doing, called the Bulgarian split squat. Now, I have been doing this movement because unilateral work allows me to get the hypertrophy adaptation. Basically allows me to build strength in my quad, my hamstring, and my glute, and feels more comfortable in my hips than doing a bilateral squat. So if you are someone who maybe doing bilateral squats creates tension in your hips that does not feel good, you can give these unilateral movements a shot. I'm going to show you one way to do it and then a more advanced progression. So let's have a look. This first movement, like I said, is the Bulgarian split squat. It's going to be less challenging than the next version, simply because it's a smaller range of motion. So you're holding the weight, a kettlebell or a dumbbell is fine here. You're going to hold it close in towards your thigh. As you lunge down, you want to think of the bench as being there to just allow you to keep your balance. So you're barely placing any weight into that back foot. You want to think of all of the weight in the front leg. So you're pushing directly through the center of that front foot to stand back up. As you lunge down, you can see I'm really allowing myself to sink almost all the way until my back knee hits the ground. But as I'm doing this, I'm not letting the tension be released. So I'm not letting the back knee touch the ground, and I'm making sure that I sit into that outside glute and the quad of the front leg. This is really important. So we'll switch to the next variation here, which is actually going to be a front foot elevated split squat. Now, the plate under the front foot is going to elevate you and increase the range of motion. So you'll get a little bit more mobility out of that back, quad, and hip flexor, as well as a little bit more strength by sinking into a deeper range of motion in that front leg. And then again, while you're doing this, make sure that the back knee doesn't touch the ground so that you can really isolate the muscles that you're trying to work here. If you notice that your body is shifting forward at the bottom of the movement, so maybe your torso is leaning forward instead of maintaining an upright position, that is a sign that you probably don't have the quad and the glute strength to do this movement properly. So you'll want to regress this by dropping your back foot down to the ground and just doing a lunge. By doing the lunge, you'll be able to build the proper foundation of strength in order to move on to these next variations where the back foot is elevated. If you have questions, drop them below. Hopefully this is a helpful little run through for you to understand how to improve your form for your Bulgarian split squats or the advanced progression that I showed, the front foot elevated split squat. And yeah, happy training, enjoy them, give them a shot, let me know how they go.